Everybody say, hi, Maddie! Maddie, you're famous. Everybody knows your name. It's crazy. It's wild. I so love having celebrity on stage. It makes me look better as a performer to bring up someone of your stature and make you just a lowly stage assistant. But I'm not going to do that to you. No, you're not just going to be an assistant, not a volunteer for the audience. I am going to present you with an opportunity right now. It is the opportunity of a lifetime. Because each day here at Catchupalooza, I crown the reigning queen or king of the day. Would you like to be a queen or a king? Sure, she said, sure. She said, sure. All right, well, if you're familiar with everybody here's familiar with the story of King Arthur, right? Everybody knows King Arthur, right? How did King Arthur become king? He pulled a sword from a stone. And that's how he became king, which seems like a really, really bad system for choosing leadership in a country. But anyway, here in America, we don't have kings. We're not really fond of kings, right? So we're going to do something that's a little, I think, much better, more representative of America, right? And that is, if you want to be queen in America, you got to pull the sword from the lizard. All right, we're going to do a test pull. First of all, right now, I'm going to hold it right. Go ahead, grab that handle, pull that sword right. Woo! That was, it was good. It was smooth. It was low. That was fast too. You can. That's good technique. Your pull-out game is strong. Your pull-out game is strong. But I do need it to be just a little bit smoother and slower. No, hold on. Right now, you are a representative of these people. You are the people's representative on stage right now. So you're doing this American style. Yeah, you got a representative. We the people on stage to check out that sword. Take a good look at it, right? Make sure it's a real sword, right? I could have brought a fake up here. You don't know me. You don't know the things I do. You don't know where I've been, all right? Here's it. But go ahead and touch it. Make sure it doesn't bend, fold, collapse, nothing like that, right? And notice, like, you just touch it later. You notice how it's dull? Right, now that's important. And I'll tell you this right now. I'm happy to let and make sure that everybody understands that sword swallowers always use dull blades. You know why? Because if you try and swallow a sharp blade, you will frickin' die. Yeah, every single time, everyone who's ever tried it. Absolutely no chance of success. Now, Maddie, I'm getting to know you up here. You seem like a nice person. You seem like a decent person, but we don't really know each other very well. I don't know where you've been. I also don't know where your hands have been, but I know they've been on my sword now. So, if I can just have that back, I'm gonna use this alcohol swab to re-sanitize the blade. Again, this is in no way a commentary on you or your hygiene or anything like that. Not amazing. This is actually, for you guys right now, you may have noticed that one of the things I don't say in my show is I don't use that old line about not trying this at home, and that's because I don't care. Yeah, go ahead, give it a shot. Have a little laugh. Go ahead. If later on tonight you're back and you're single wide and you're a little drunk, maybe a little high, and you start looking at that katana on the wall you bought off QVC last month, you're still making payments on, and you start to think to yourself, well, damn, if the lizard man can do it, I bet I can do it too, right? Go ahead, take that sword, shove it right down your throat. Before you do that, wipe it off with an alcohol swab. That way you won't die of the infection. All right, here's how we're gonna do this, Maddie. You're gonna come up, just take a little step forward right there, and okay, yeah. Now you pivot a little bit towards me. Perfect, just like that. You are experienced. This is gonna go great. Here's what's gonna happen, folks. I'm gonna swallow this sword all the way from the tip down to the bottom of my stomach. Then, just for fun, I'm gonna double the danger and the thrill by doubling my body over in half. That way, you guys, with your cameras out, you're gonna get a good shot of the sword going right down my throat, or a good video if you take a video of it. When I do that, Maddie, here's what I'm gonna pivot back and forth, give everybody a good look, and then I'm gonna pivot to you, and I'm gonna pause right there, right? Now look at my face. What I'm gonna do in that point is I'm gonna do that. You see that? Right? That's not flirting. That is my desperate attempt to get you to pull the sword out of me because I'm going to die if you don't. All right? But remember, when you pull the sword out, just like before, you pull out nice and smooth and straight, all right? There's not going to be any twisting or turning, no back and forth, no up and down. Because if you do that, this ceases to be entertainment and starts to be a crime scene, all right? And so you guys with your cameras out, make sure she doesn't get away with killing me, all right? All right, the investigators will need your footage, all right? That's not going to happen, all right, Maddie? We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Okay. Now, before I do swallow this sword for you guys, I do want to tell you just a little bit about sword swallowing. It's one of the oldest recorded forms of entertainment. dating back to 2000 BC. We have records of a sword swallower performing in the court of an emperor in 2000 BC. It's over 4,000 years ago. So you guys are now watching me do this here today, part of one of the longest running entertainment traditions that mankind has ever known. Older than the Greek theater, sword swallowing has been entertaining people. And I know that some of you are only watching because you're thinking, hey, maybe he'll die today. Maybe I'll get to be there. I don't want to disappoint you, but here's the thing about sword swallowing. We're not going to know whether or not I've survived this for at least 48 hours, because the worst sword swallowing injuries are the ones that occur internally, that you can't feel until the symptoms kick in. And usually you die in your bed in the hotel room 2 days later. So keep an eye on the headlines for me, and if by Wednesday you haven't heard of my death, I did it! Maddie, you look a little nervous over there. Maddie's like, I've never killed anyone before. This is fun. All right, here's how we're going to do it. First thing I'm going to do before I put this blade into my body is, of course, lubricate it. Yes, here we go. Here's everybody's favorite. I love it when the volunteers' hands are shaking. That's really building my confidence. So that's real good. Okay, Maddie's good. Maddie's ready. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you guys ready out there? All right. I guess I can't stall anymore. Here we go. Long live Queen Maddie! The Queen of Tattoo Palooza. Now Maddie, just real quick for me right there, because I know there's always skeptics in the crowd. I told you Sword was 4,000 years old, and throughout those 4,000 years, there's always people saying that sword swallowers are frauds, right? We've even been accused of witchcraft in the past, but as you can tell, I'm a lizard, not a wizard. And as you can see on that blade, there's a little bit of white gooey stuff right there. Yeah, maybe if my front row might be able to see that out there too. See, that is my proof to you that sword swallowing is real, because what you're looking at on the end of that blade, well, that was my breakfast. Now it's my dinner. It's always better the second time around. Maddie, would you like some? No. Everybody give Maddie a big round of applause. Maddie, go ahead. Head back to the safety of the audience. Right down there. Give me 2 seconds just to put my sword away. You guys still having fun? And just so we add something, I'll do something now that we didn't do yesterday. I want to give you guys like a little takeaway, a little fun thing, because what very often happens after shows when I travel with other people will come up afterwards like, oh, how did you do this? Or could you teach me to do this other stuff that they know how to do? And everybody wants to kind of do, so I really want to learn them. It's like a party trick. And the truth is, you really don't want to do most of this stuff outside of like a controlled environment, the right amount of training before it. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you guys a trick, a magic trick right now that anybody can do, and it will fool other people that weren't here today. Don't try and play it on each other. It's not going to work. Right? But you can fool other people with this thinking that you have sideshow skills, particularly like contortionist skills. So the easiest way to learn this is to have it played on you. So I'm going to play the trick on you guys right now. Please play along. Remember, I can see you, so I know whether or not you're being a dick. Here we go. Put your arms out in front of you just like this. Turn your hands over so your thumbs point down at the ground. You're going to put one hand over the other and interlock your fingers right here. You're going to squeeze tightly with your fingers and bend your arms in and loosen up your elbows. Just let kind of move back and forth like that. Yeah, you seem to got it. You've got it. That's good. Yeah, everybody's looking good. All right, here's what we're going to do. On the count of 3, everybody untwist their arms like me. 1, 2, 3. Okay, stop. It's a trick. Remember, it's a trick. You're gonna hurt yourself now. I sent people to the hospital with dislocated elbows and wrists trying to do a magic trick at a table. All right. Now, let me tell you, we're gonna start over again from the beginning, and now I'm gonna show you where the